We turn a lot to a little. We do. Real life entrepreneur, cut out the man in the middle. Some days it's slow, some days it go, but every day we trying to get to it. Running up.
Well, I got a chick with a mean half step. In the group they call us the Calicos. They groove with the band while the band play. Groovy, baby. Headed off to that sneak street for them drag races in that dice game.
Yo, it's Shaking Pork Chops and Bacon. You already know what it is. It's your boy LS. I'm rocking with Real Life Entrepreneurs TV, man. Just did a dope ass interview with the homies, man. Check out the brand Mind Control, MNDCTRL. We rocking that Mind Control tonight. If you need something, get at your boy. Also check out the movies Triple D Revenge, Carter High, Battlegrounds, all on Tubi right now. If you want to tap in with your boy with the Act Off competition coming, if you're acting, you want to get with us, man, holla at my boy Still, and we'll chop that and make a deal for you. Yes, sir. LS.
What's going on, everybody? Rocking with the Real Life Entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Steel.
And it's Tiffany Dime. Hey, y'all.
Hey, say, man, we got Big Lamar in this thing, man. Say, man, I don't know who he is. It's going down. Say, man, he's been in all the big movies like Carter High, Triple D.
Yes,
you know, them the city movies, you know what I'm saying, that we got, you know, these town movies that we got, you know what I'm saying. So, man, Lamar, tell them folks, man, where you from?
Man, Oak Cliff to be exact, man.
What's that, Oak Cliff?
Baby, Canterbury, baby, man.
Okay.
Sarah Road,
Yeah.
Man, we shoot Hussey Hawks, man. Shoot, I'm from Dallas, born and raised. Well, no, born in Corpus. But, yeah, man, Dallas is the home. CC for life, went to Carter High, did the Carter movies, able to do that for the city, so.
That was hard, too, because, like, tell us about that, like, being from Carter, actually going to Carter and all that, and then actually be playing in a big movie, like.
Yo, you know, I didn't expect that to happen, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you know, I went to Carter, but we wasn't doing any, like, major films here in Dallas, so when I went, I was doing plays there. I was doing, you know, theater, went to, you know.
So acting been your thing?
Yeah, since I was about 8, yeah. I did my first theater tour at 16. I played a grandma. Shout out to Tanya Stewart. She was the person that hired me for my first tour role. So
you played a grandma?
Yeah, I played Mama Shaw.
So you had to convert and dress up?
Yeah, you know what? Back then it was different. You know, I wasn't like chasing the whole Tyler Perry thing, but that was. He was hot then. He was growing into it, but I was really doing Mama Payne from Martin. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was just goofing off on stage. You know, comedy was my favorite thing to go to back then. So, but when I did Carter. My younger brother, shout out to Demondre, he's an actor and director too. He told me about it, and I was like, I ain't going to that, man. I ain't doing that for Carter. Because I just came back from L.A. I was in L.A. for like 8 months, slept in my truck for like 3 months out there, 8. And really went through some process out there, did a bunch of stuff out there. When I came back, I just was like, the Dallas scene threw me off. But he told me I went audition, and
I burped, I'm sorry.
And it was cool. It was something I'm glad I did because I got to meet a lot of great individual actors, actresses, man, in the movie. Connected with a lot of people, and yeah,
because it was some big movie stars in that movie.
Charles Dunn, Vivica Fox, Pooch Hall. There was a few other more in that thing, but they were the 3 that topped the cake. Shout out to Pooch Hall because he sat in the back, talked to me a lot. Yeah. I was the oldest out of all the actors, and then I was going through a felony case myself at the time, so I really didn't get to enjoy, just enjoying the acting because I was going to get reset at court dates and all this crap. So we chopped it up, and it was like, man, it was just cool to just be around them old heads like Charles Dunn, man. That dude don't get the credit, man, but he's one of those. He's a thespian, for real. Yeah. Like, he take his scripts that, you know what I'm saying, and he make them. But to do that for Carter, bro, was just, you know, I can't go nowhere in the city without somebody knowing me from that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Either bearded up or got this, I look like the kid from Carter High. I always say
you had the beard in Carter High, didn't you? Yeah. Like,
no, I look like this in Carter High. Yeah. A little bit, you know, younger, but then in Big Lou.
You played on the team, on Carter, the football team and everything, right?
And I was actually supposed to get another role. I actually got casted for Gary, but I don't play football, but I know how to throw. But the technique of throwing, I ain't make it believable to the director. Shout out to Arthur Muhammad. He was like, that ain't it. So his wife and Kelly Gray, who's a casting director, took me and was like, hey, yeah, they don't want you to play Robert. We're gonna give you PK. So I was like, okay, cool. I was with it. So I got more money and I got more FaceTime. So
yeah, because you was like you was doing the Rob, and you was the one that
started
Sweet Georgia Browns and shit. Let the niggas in the back door and shit.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And that's crazy because we used to do that back in the day. So when I did it, I was like, dang. And then I was going through a felony. I was like, you ain't get caught from the felony for what you did, but you going for something else. So it's like God was always trying to tell me, hey, I see what you was doing before, but you can't enjoy this whole movie right now. So it was just weird, bro. But it was a good experience because I really it matured me in a way.
That movie was hard. I done watched that movie a couple times.
Yeah,
like just because it just bring you back to the old school Dallas, you know.
Yeah, shout out to PK Williams, who I played, Patrick Williams. We got the set. They actually all did that.
So everybody, so everybody that like the ones that did their time for them robberies and stuff like that, like all of them was behind the set. Like majority the ones that was out that was talking at the end of it, that was behind the set, like giving the people that played their character.
Yeah, we all went out.
Like having to tell them, okay, this how it really went. This. That,
and we sugarcoated half of that. We sugarcoated. The script sugarcoated what they was really doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That makes sense though.
They was some. We all went out to eat. They all did over 10 years. So it was like.
So you get to hearing them real stories, and
I could see them out too. You feel me? Like the transition of how they are now versus like, man, them guys had all scholarships. All they need to do is just wait to go to school, but they made poor decisions that. As soon as they was finished during the school time, boom, instead of them going to a 4-year college, they going 15-year sentence, like, on the rip. Like, I'm like, and they did that time, and they out. So, it was a lot of other guys that did it, too.
It was some of them niggas that didn't, that made it, that skated. They went to the NFL, didn't they?
Yeah, we know who. But I don't be putting no name. But he was one of the ones that actually it was like, you was just lucky that they didn't get caught up. But it was a good story because we was reaching out to cats in Germany, man. They took our movie and made it a course in certain football classes. Like the football players would have to watch that movie in Germany. And it went on for like a year for them to So when Arthur told us that, I was like, man.
What was the point of them watching the movie?
Just to tell them, like, just basically like, don't make the same decision or anything.
It's like a learning decision.
Yeah, anything can change.
Yeah, because they had scholarships. They won the championship after all the issues of the I want to say the intellect, whatever that was they was doing. They had to pass classes. Robert Hayes played a good role because they got to the next level, but it kept driving them back to the beginning. And then when they like complete everything, won everything, was like, okay, we ready to go to the championship. You win the championship, then you start robbing, then you get 10 to 15 years, bro. Like that hurt the city, bro.
Yeah.
Like them guys were supposed to be in college, so just talking to them now, and I run into Keith Campbell. Shout out to Keith Campbell. He's one of the guys that did it. He's one of the most humble ones, man. But it was like just listening to guys when they get out and seeing the difference in them. It just looked good because it's like anybody can change and life ain't over. You just just got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? So
It's still crazy.
Yeah, that's still.
They got a hell of a story though.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch it, man. Carter High, it's on Tubi. They doing something.
It was on the big screens and stuff too, though. Yeah, like it was actually on all the big screens, like
it went worldwide.
Around the world.
That was the only one in the city that did that from its black independent owned. Where Arthur Muhammad, Kelly Gray, shout out to Greg Ellis because he was a producer. He played for the Cowboys for a few years. So when he did the movie, he made it easier to do the production where we didn't have to worry about anything.
Because he already had the plugs on them different, like a lot of shit.
Yeah, it plugged in politically.
The fields. And,
it plugged in politically for the city because it really told everybody there's talent here. It's just we really be needing that capital to market it correctly.
So when y'all was playing football out there, was it real? That was like the games and shit. The good part and the bad part about it was they used realistic. They used the real footage.
You know what I'm saying? From the back in the day, like all the way through.
Most of the games, yeah.
But we did a whole week of playing football. We was suited up out at Sprague, bro. Yeah. I remember getting hit hard as hell. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like looking like, real. Yeah, I'm like, none of that got put out there. I'm like, and you know, I should have asked Arthur, like, can I get some of that B-roll footage? Because it was something I was shaking and jiving out there. So I was like waiting on that, but it did look good because we can back up the fact that it was like people make, oh, this is a real movie. Like, nah, this one a real movie. We got the footage. We got everything to show that these guys really did everything. And then, you know, the transition at the end was just,
the ending part was just like, damn, boy, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Mo 3 movie, like actually being.
What is it called?
Triple D.
Why y'all keep calling it the Mo 3 movie?
That's the name of the movie.
It's called the Mo 3 movie?
It's not the Mo 3
it's called
movie.
Triple D.
But it's
Triple D Revenge.
Yeah.
I just say Mo 3 because, you know, that's the last thing that, you know, that they have of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Rest in peace to the great Mo 3, man. It was great to work with him, man. He was actually transitioning to another type of artist, man, because he was so passionate about the industry of hip hop when he started acting and started seeing people like myself, people like Jamal Bennett,
people that really act.
Yeah, it was a different world for him because I remember him we did an episode, the scene where I first came out beating up the manager. We was beating him up, and we was shooting at, shout out to E, Mr. E. We was shooting at his house in his garage. We shooting.
I heard that name before. All actors.
Mr. E, yeah.
I said all the actors.
He been on here before.
Yeah. She is something else. She's something else.
We talk about that later.
Yeah.
When you talking about him.
He saw us doing this role with Jamal. Jamal's a great actor, real thespian, could turn on any minute. And there was a scene where he was like crying in Mo 3 and never seen nobody just cut it on and cut it off. So doing the segment, we was doing it, and he's Les, shout out to Les, great director, great cinematic, like cold photographer, bro. He killed that. He was the best one I've worked with. One of the best ones. Let me not say that. He's one of the best ones I worked with. But we was shooting it, and Mo was looking at me and him act. This dude just busted out laughing, bro, doing the shot. Yeah,
I can see that laugh too.
And fell to the ground, like laughed like a little kid, cause Jamal was like crying and whispering and all this, and his face was fucked up. He's sitting there like he forgot, and we was sitting there like looking at him, laughed the whole time. He was like, oh my bad, you took me there. So it was like, bro, he was in a whole little world, bro. He didn't really care about that whole. I mean, cause just think about it. We was at AOD shooting. At like 4 or 5 in the morning, and he never really rocked in there with any security. He was always either solo or with or number 7 or Dun, or this other short dude. But he never came like, you know. So it was just weird how he, you know, how he was moving. Yeah, it's weird how he what happened in the daytime. When at nighttime we with the doors unlocked till morning, and the homie sitting there like
he was freely like shit. He was comfortable in his city. Shit, too comfortable at that.
Yeah,
you know, because boy, just watching him act. Why me looking at you, and boy, I know it's sometimes certain parts of the thing where you want to just bust out laughing, boy, because you could tell in your face, like I said, boy, I don't know how the new niggas could when that nigga walked to that car. Nigga, after he in front of the South Padre house and nigga walked to that car.
Big T ass shit, yeah.
They said, he got that big T ass shirt on and shit.
He had some more roles. He had other scenes
before he died.
Yeah, he didn't get to finish them.
Oh, he died mid-movie?
Yeah. Like that morning we got them calls. He was actually on the way. Yeah, so it's like, and it's, you know, I'm from the Cliff, and I was raised in the Cliff, and I love the Cliff, but it's like to hear other people be happy of another man's decease, and like you never met him, you know. Right. Like at the end of the day, we can't choose sides. We all on one side.
We all Dallas.
So it's kind of just weird how I was looking at a lot of people I grew up with. They was like happy about that. It's like, but you never met the dude. You never personally met this man. How could you have so much hate on a man that you never met? You only going about he say, she say.
So with your experience with him, what you get from him?
Man, he a Gemini like myself, man. So
People
I know
really be on horoscopes, man.
No, I just know passionate energy. Like Pac, he had passionate energy about anything he did. He just
Pac who, the rapper?
The rapper.
How you know?
Tupac. He Gemini too. He got, when you see an energy in somebody that gives the same, like, you look at it like, okay, man, he can make a nacho commercial extra passionate because it's just Pac. He gonna take something so small and make it so big. Even when he was talking about MC Hammer back then, that surface, he was talking about his song was like, it was, he just got a passionate energy, gives out a good energy. Kanye West gives out, just say stuff when other people don't want to say it. He said when he want to say it, however, at the time. That's just a, so I don't, I ain't big on horoscopes. I just know Geminis, we I don't be studying other people's stuff. I just know 3 was like passionate about rapping, and then when he went and got his teeth done and came back with the pearly whites, you knew he was finna switch up. Yeah. Like he did that doing mid, because if you can see in certain parts of the movie, he had
and then certain other parts he didn't have them.
Because he was
at the beginning of the part when he came in and shot the nigga, he had all the golds. I mean, he had all the diamonds. Then towards the end of when he got killed,
he had
So how is he having more parts if they killed him off?
We had to either, I want to say, reorder the storyline of the script. It was something because he only had maybe 2 or more scenes. Yeah. But it was like he was
already getting killed off.
He was already getting killed off, and that was crazy to see that in the movie theater during that time when he got killed, because the movie was great. It was packed. Everybody on the side. It was so many people there, and we watching it. We was all into it till he got shot, and it got so quiet in there. It was like,
because it was like that, because it's like he died. Like,
man, it was the weirdest
feeling. They wasn't expecting that,
at all, bro. And even when they did it, the way the storyline was supposed to be met for him, that killing scene kind of came in and changed the whole storyline a little bit. Yeah. So it didn't. I mean, the viewers didn't know, but the concept and the storyline was like.
So y'all changed.
Yeah. And I talked to the homie a few times when we was out, sat in the car, chopped it up just by life. And you can understand people's passion when you're listening to how much they want to. Like, you be like, you thinking somebody right here, but they thinking that they still here. Mm-hmm. They still trying to climb certain ladders, and he was still like, I'm still like climbing. Like he was just humble about it. So it wasn't like just that.
He didn't feel like he made it yet.
Yeah, he had to pretend that he just owned and play this role, like this tough guy role that we give people. But you gotta understand, rap is rap, and the people, the viewers make it even more when we sitting there arguing and creating sides and shit. So that's how I look at it, man. But yeah, man, he was a great asset to that film, bro. I just hate that he didn't get to enjoy the sitting there and suit up and watch that.
And watch it himself.
Yeah, because he did another movie with Boosie, and that wasn't that was a smaller role.
Oh yeah, he was only in there for like a split second.
Yeah, so with this one, he was like going to classes and stuff. He was doing classes with E, and he was really putting in the effort to redirect himself. So. Yeah.
So what you got? What movies you got coming in next? Like you're in some different roles.
Man, I got 2 coming out. Shout out to YB Ordinary, man. I just did a movie with Jerry Tucker called The Will to Win. So I'm playing a football player.
Jerry Tucker he's been going to like
Shout out to JT, and he's doing a nice recovery. He broke his arm. Had a nasty little accident, but he doing good, so he back out and on it. So shout out to JT. But yeah, we killed that, bro. Gabrielle Arlene, my girl Fit Dash, Courtney Kemp. We did this. And shout out to Focus Films who shot. He's from Atlanta. Came in and shot that, bro, in a week, and it's gone, bro, like on point, bro. Like I swear, like no, he shot it we shot it in a week.
A whole movie?
And and
really?
And he like, if I show y'all the footage, y'all gonna be like, damn, when it's coming out, like for real, like. And he went right back like that day. He drove back to Atlanta because he got booked another role. So my boy Denard out there, man, in Atlanta.
He did the editing and all that shit too?
Bro, he gon', when you see it, it's gonna be good because I got to give range on different things that Big Lou couldn't. I had to be emotional in this one. Yeah. So at the end, it's gonna be.
It's something like that though.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that one, and then I play this guy that's sex trafficking out in. I'm a sex trafficker in this movie called Traffic. So that's coming out. It's under Boogie Vision. I can't give too much detail because they're still in post production. But it's 2, and then I just got booked another role, hopefully in Miami next month, with a major legendary actor, rapper who we all grew up watching.
Yeah.
So I play his arch enemy. Yeah. I can't say who he
is.
You
told me. I'm about to say it's Ice Cube.
Nah, he said off camera.
Not yet.
Yeah, he said off camera. He told me though. He told me.
But yeah,
are you special?
Huh?
Are you special?
Nah, I just know he tell y'all camera. Like, you know, I know he want to tell you on camera. He tell y'all camera.
Well, he told me not to. I don't want to jinx it, but he was telling me not to talk about it too much. But yeah, and then I'm also creating this competition that's really big in Dallas right now called Act Off. It's a one-on-one competition with 2 actors. 2 people will be crowned, female, male, king, queen at the end. You get your monologue. You get
reality show type shit.
It could be, but the reality, I wouldn't want it to be so much focused on the person. It's all about the crowd. Yeah. So you get on the stage. You get 3 minutes. You be judged by 3 judges on your time.
And when they doing that, I need to sign up.
Oh, we got January coming. So
I got a while.
You got a while, but the thing is you're gonna have a digital pool who you going against. You got a digital pool what you're acting. So it ain't gonna be. 1 minute you might have something from 300. Next minute you might have the next one. You might have it from Casino. Then the one after, if you advance, you might get a color purple. But you don't know until you pull it. So it's all about range. It's about if you got it. Okay. Okay. Look, if we gonna see your work, then hey, I'm with it.
I was in, but that's cool.
But sometimes the best ones, the method actors, are the ones that don't say, are the self-entitled ones. The ones always talking about they done did so many of them. It's like, nah, you got some people that may work at Kroger's that can get on that stage and kill.
It start crying quick.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. I got a lot of, and I love my people. I love my black people, of course, but I want to have a diverse, you know what I'm saying, to where it's so many different other people in it where we can reach other people more so in the city. Because everybody's so caught up in the chitlin circuits, and I ain't knocking Tubi, I ain't knocking any of those platforms, but just want the chitlin circuits.
Chitlins.
That's how the plays used to be back in the day.
They call it the chitlin circuits.
Well, I mean that's the terminology we used in plays back then when Tyler Perry started and every other person in the city thought they was a director or wanted to direct, and then they started directing these plays for these churches, and next thing you know you got everybody doing plays. So it's like chitlin circuit, like everybody. Some good, some bad. So Tubi is saying some good, some bad, some need to stay on YouTube, but they get
I like a little Tubi movie.
See, but you said little though.
Huh?
Yeah. You can't say
no,
little
I'm not
with Netflix,
saying little.
you
Like
know what I'm saying?
I like a little Netflix movie.
No, I mean like when you say little. When I say little, it's like it's not.
I'm not damn proud. It's no. Some of the Tubi movies need to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like some of them, I didn't see a movie where I'd be like, okay, they should have the storyline kind of or the acting trash. But
so how long you watch it before you turn it off?
If I put it out, I watch it. Even though the acting trash, I'm like the acting trash, but the storyline might be bum as fuck. So the acting can you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see though. Okay.
The acting will be trash, but I'd be like, they storyline. If they had better actors, this would be a hit.
Yeah.
But Tubi, I can fuck with Tubi. Like I can.
I just you gonna shop at Walmart. You gonna stay shopping at Kroger's and Tom Thumb for your produce. I don't buy produce from Walmart.
I'm Walmart. I'm finna get all my cleaning shit.
Yeah.
Tom Thumb. I need to go get my fruit. Kroger. I really don't fuck with Kroger like that.
Oh no.
Kroger not just Kroger just stay open late.
I love Kroger's. I got the app and everything.
They just
addicted to
that's when you still trying to cook after 11. Cool, I'm going to Kroger. But Tom Thumb, yes.
She got it on point though.
Yeah,
that's exactly what.
I cook every day, so I'll be helping her. When I leave her, I'll be helping to go cook.
She need to cook her something. She need to bring her at least something on the plate.
I cook something simple that y'all won't know what that.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Well, yeah.
You got any questions you want to answer?
I mean, y'all asked solid questions.
You think so?
Yeah.
But being an actor.
I do got a question though. We talk about acting. Let's get into the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you do? I ain't do my research. You gonna have to like, you know what I'm saying? I need a hoe.
Man, I'm an artist, man. I do hip hop, rock, ballads, man. I'm a band geek. Shout out to Carter. Play the trombone still. Play the drums.
When did you graduate?
02.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Damn, he said damn. She said damn.
Yeah, because she graduated later than that.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah.
She younger than you.
Yeah, I've been doing music for about what?
You already know what I'm about to say.
What
Everybody
you
old
finna
as fuck.
Hey, we all youthful,
You know that's
man.
my favorite.
I'm youthful, man. Leave me be, man. Look, I still got the baby face still. If I tighten up a little bit more, I still can take some younger roles when they come. But yeah, I've been doing music since what, about 12 years.
Which one you like better?
Man, acting.
For real? That's the safe haven.
Music is safe haven. Acting is my heartbeat.
Now, what if you
You went
wait?
to college?
I went to KD Studios, Kim Dawson's acting conservatory. Oh, I died.
So you actually went to acting school?
Yeah, I got a degree in it. Went to did at least about, man, when I was in LA, at least $100 worth of acting, like coach classes on like the etiquette of headshots.
Turning it on.
Like no,
What
the
that name,
business
like
part,
Mr.
like
East,
booking the role.
like Mr. East say, man, give us a happy, mad, and
but
sad.
that's-
I'm tired.
That's why I'm doing the act off, because people think
See, that
that's
is
range.
So that's crazy. Every time y'all always say this when we interview an actor, and that be funny because is it hard or something?
Yes.
It's hard because the people think that they doing
think
it
it's
right,
cool,
and it's
yeah.
not doing like anybody can scream and holler in front of a camera, but can you like
Turn
show
your
emotions
emotions,
under so many different?
Yeah, I know what you mean because
circumstances?
it's like sometimes when I be watching the actor, I be like, dang, I feel it. Like, damn, that hurt my chest.
Right.
Yeah, I can't.
You
I know.
can
what you
bring
mean.
you tears
I
and
used
shit.
to-
You be like, damn.
I used to
shit.
really act in high school. I did a whole bunch of shit. I just stopped. They just wasn't my calling.
Why you think that?
Why I think acting wasn't my calling?
Yeah, because you just didn't tap into it as you got older. What why you think it's not your calling?
I fell in love with someone else.
All you gotta do is tap in. Her?
No, I wasn't even doing her. I did so much shit. I was behind. I want to be behind the scenes. I want to be behind the camera. So I did audio video production.
Okay.
So I was like AC. But then I fell in
You
love
didn't
with
wanna
that.
do
Then
that.
I start doing clothes.
Question.
That's another thing I do.
Got a question.
So I got a question for you. When did you feel like you started acting, and did you watch growing up? Who was your favorite actor?
That was my next question.
Man, to be truthfully honest, man, it was Marlon Wayans. It was
I knew you was going to say that. That is crazy.
how?
I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's one of the goats to me. Jason Weaver, another goat. Omar Gooding. I watch old school black and white.
So who you want to work with as of now?
Ice Cube, Marvel. Definitely. I'm
You want to do a Marvel?
definitely.
You want to do a Marvel?
I'm a
But I'm talking about-
superhero, bro.
You wanna work-
I'm finna take it. I'm
You
finna
want
take
to
it.
work with Ice Cube?
Iron Man and shit. Looking like you could have played Iron Man, huh?
I'm finna be on somebody's Marvel. I swear, bro. I
niggas-
put that
yeah.
on everything. Y'all finna see me on somebody's
God.
on somebody's
Y'all ain't be Batman.
Marvel. Man, if I was, it had to make sense.
If you
but
was if what Marvel would you want to be?
it would. I would say the new Blade.
The way I would say somebody they ain't had.
Blade?
Well, they had Blade.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes made it over for his dark skin,
yeah, cartoon type.
But I'm saying if I could, it'd be out of him or on some X-Men. But it's definitely
X-Men for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being the Black Cyclops. I wouldn't mind being the Sabretooth or Wolverine. But it's all about like body language. So when I see people play those major roles, like superhero, like Black Adam, like The Rock's so good at what he do. He was doing it back when he playing The Rock. So the facial expressions, and then he just got the look. You put him in a suit, he just gonna overpower that role. Even the dude that played Logan, Wolverine, his face,
Yeah,
you know.
his
It
face
fit his whole character.
Yeah,
It fit the whole character. Even when he put the head of the hair growing on the side.
Everything go together.
Yeah.
And we all know that was growing up. That was the
Yeah.
guy. Wolverine was like he
The
taking
blades
bullets.
coming up,
Man, everybody wants.
Even when they was wooden.
Yeah.
Right, you watched it then.
I
was like a few episodes.
Oh, I'm a movie watcher for sure. I'm a watcher.
You seen Triple D or Carter High?
Can't even tell you that. But what's crazy, you can tap in like 2 more days. I bet I haven't watched.
Okay.
I bet.
What's your real honest opinion on them too?
Oh, you must not know me.
Let me know.
If I watched it before you got here, then I probably had some shit to say. But
that's the whole point. But we gonna talk.
Yeah, it's cool.
You right.
My bad. That was my fault. I had a busy week.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say you want to work with Ice Cube, you want to work with Ice Cube on set, like where you know he do the movies, or you trying to work with him as an actor, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I want to do business with him as a because I'm a film director too. I've done a few directing myself, so I would rather work with him on some business and show him like the talent, because I know he see it all the time. So in any concept, I want a man or a person to always know what I can bring to the table equally. So he won't feel like he got another person trying to leech off of him being Ice Cube. Mm-hmm. So I would work with him on more of a concept of putting production together.
Oh, okay.
In the acting world, if I was to work with actual, like, because he's an actor, but he's not the like thespian actor. He ain't played nothing else but Ice Cube, right? But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that's what I say. I would do production with him. But if I was to do work with anybody else, it would be somebody like people I grew up watching, like Jason Weaver.
No, today's time, Bookie Butt.
Yeah, Jason Weaver got movies out right now that he just got it. But that's because you gotta love the passion of being a fan of somebody's work.
Mm-hmm. So you watch anything he like anything he?
I feel like he one of my top 5. Cause I mean, Long Jeopardy, he been working since he was 6 on what was that, Brewster, on the Brewster place, or was it Thea? That man been working for years, and he don't get the credit that he deserves. So I saw him play Michael Jackson. I saw him play the brother on Smart Guy. He played the Freedom Rider with Omar. Both of them was like 17 years old, like really putting in real work as an actor. You know what I'm saying? Versus today's world, you need to be a public figure to get people to even look at you. And then when you see them act, it's like,
Really? You think so?
As a person who went to school for it and really just been in it and sacrificed a lot, it becomes oversaturated when you see people who just started making it more so viral sensation than like, because
I see what you're saying. You saying like it's easier
microwave
with whatever way the way you go. Okay, I got you.
Motherfucking blow up tomorrow.
And be on power. And have scenes that people like. I got a homegirl, Nadira, dope actress, homegirl.
It's about who you know though too. It's about who you know. True.
But in the pool of Dallas, the who you knows are outside the city. So when they come in, everybody in the city that's acting is in those casting rooms, and it's like going to go play 21 in Rucker Park. Like, shoot, everybody here. So it's like it is who you know, because you really want a casting director to say, my biggest goal, and it is now, is you got to call me and tell me I got a role for you.
Yeah.
Not come and audition for people that I've been auditioning for years. I've been knowing you. We done been on sets. Why am I coming to audition for you? You see my range. You see how much I've worked. You see what I've done. So when you ask me to come,
and not even that, I went to school for this. So why would I have to come audition? I already got that criteria. Why you got all these people that's coming in?
Yeah, you gotta actually teach them. Like,
never went to school, never went to acting classes, nothing. You got a whole line of 100, 200 people standing out here.
Okay, I have a question. This for my mama. Cause we had this big debate. We've been having this debate for like 2 years.
Okay.
Will Smith or Denzel Washington?
Will Smith.
Bro, you my favorite interviewer. I need to call. Matter of fact, let's cut this. I need to call him right now. I need him to have the exact same answer.
Why you feel Denzel like?
I'm not saying he's not. He's just not my preference. Now everybody just on Denzel's nuts. Not saying he is a great actor. Great. But I just feel like
what that nigga say, I had your ass picking up. What that nigga say? I had your ass picking up something in the Pelican Bay.
Oh, it's about you.
I just feel like Will he does every genre. Like he can do Denzel. Give me Denzel with a. Well, he did a lot of roles. Will Smith can literally do any category, anything.
Will Smith is all around the board.
I've never seen Denzel do a straight comedy.
Like comedy. He did.
Or superhero.
He did like a funny.
No superheroes.
No superheroes.
No,
Exactly.
Eli's not superhero. That's a what if.
Not even no outer space.
Come on,
type
cut this. I need to
movies.
call me stuff because she got me.
No, but
messed up.
see, this how I look at it as an actor. As I've seen Denzel progress to where he is now, he is a great method actor. He makes the right choices with all his movies. When he becomes the character, he takes the role and it's his. But you also see Denzel in those roles. When you see Will Smith play Hancock, you didn't see Will Smith play Hancock. When you see him play 7 Pounds, you didn't see that. Concussion, you saw a difference.
Even what's that movie he played with the dog?
I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I honestly think Will Smith is probably, to me, my number one go-to in acting. Yeah. And it's weird, but in music, my number one go-to is Michael McDonald. Yeah. I know it's weird because he's Doobie Brothers, old white guy now. But if you listen to his music, bro, it's still today jamming like. So I got
longevity.
It's long, yeah. And he's on the tour right now with the Doobie Brothers. Shout out with them. Do you know who they are? What do fools believe? Okay, I keep forgetting I'm not in love anymore.
Okay, I got you. That's what it is?
Yeah. That's Michael McDonald. That's one of his solos. But yeah, so when it comes to those, I look at the long lasting, like Will Smith still make you watch the episode when his daddy walked out on him. You know what I'm saying? That episode on Fresh Prince when he was like, "Why my dad don't love me?" Like he can still we can still go back to that where it's
every time I watch The Pursuit of Happiness, I am in tears. Like
man.
I felt it in my chest. Like I really want them to make a part 2. That's so they can tell me if that girlfriend or wife tried to come back and get some money, because I know she did, and I really want to fight her. Like he make me not like the real wife because the movie, like then look at he's just the GOAT. I'm sorry, Denzel, I love you for sure. Like you got some movies.
He not even next to Jamie. Jamie's right after Will Smith, and then it's Denzel. Yeah, Jamie Foxx really got both of them beat when it comes to the like playing Ray. He killed Ray. Yeah. Like what he did to do that for Ray was even like putting the context in, going blind. Like that made him goated. Like he really stepped into character. Like. Yeah. That would have been hard for me. I would have been like, nah, I'm tired of being blind. And another homie would be Snoop. I would love to work with Snoop. That's like a bucket list. Snoop.
Like with acting?
On a movie, yeah. Him playing Snoop he's like one of the top, if not one of the next to Shaq as far as the brand ambassadors of just being him. Mm-hmm. Like he was bigger than Pac back then. Like at the time, Pac was like rising. Snoop was like on like.
I can't speak too much on Pac. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan, no. But it was just the leverage of where they were at and how people say, well, Tupac was high at the time. Like he was on top of it. Like Snoop was and still is like I want to say he's hip hop. Like everybody else. I
can agree with that.
Yeah, so it's a to work with him would be like getting a chance to go see Michael Jackson live. Rest in peace. I didn't get to see that, but Snoop, that's.
Did you cry when Michael Jackson died? Did you cry when he died?
Nah, I was in LA when he died too. Oh, you know what? I did tear up on the radio station when the radio played. You and I Must Make a Path. And I was down Hollywood Boulevard.
I was just watching all his old stuff. I said, man, that man was talented. Like to do a commercial live.
What commercial live?
He did
the one that Coca-Cola one.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did that live because that was how good he was. He don't need no take 1, 2, 3.
That's back then when originality was like. I mean, of course, he took a few things from James Brown. We can say that, but he at that time you didn't have a lot of preset motion of him doing this and that. Everything was just right off the rip. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was just real talented.
Man, shit, we gotta be cut this, man. Getting the time and shit, but. Man, tell them folks, man, where they can find you at, all social media platforms, what they got, what you got coming next for them, they can come check out.
Man, you can catch me on the ground. I am Lamar Strait, Strait. Right here, you say?
Yeah, we gonna have it right here.
Okay. Facebook, Lamar Strait. You can Spotify. You can just Google Lamar Strait if you want to look at my work.
Google him.
So I didn't tell y'all my IMDb is Brandon Crystal. That's the real name. Lamar's the maiden. Lamar's middle name, Strait is the maiden name. Shout out to my mother. But if you look up Brandon Crystal on IMDb, you'll see all my work. You can pull it up on Netflix or Tubi. You'll see it, as well as the brand Mind Control. That's my logo. That's my designing company, Mind Control. You can see that on there as well. So
you didn't say nothing about that.
Well, I mean, nobody. I was gonna get to it, but yeah, Mind Control, MNDCTRL Vintage is having the divine mindset of who you are individually and knowing the powers that you got within your mind. So that's the brand, that's the logo, and that's the wave, that's the ocean.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's business, man. Say, man, shit, we so appreciate you pulling up, man. You rocking with the real life entrepreneurs, man. It's your boy A1 Steel.
And it's Tiffany Down. We gotta go.
You
Bye.
know it. Hey.
Running, stay down and hustle like shit too. Tryna tell you this real life. It ain't for the weak, it ain't for the sheep. I'm talking about real life. Tuned in to RLE TV, tryna tell you this real life.